Hello students, let us learn about absolute path and relative path. Now consider this picture. This is an example of my tree in where the files are stored, and this is the map of E drive. Under E drive I have two folders, sales and accounts. Under sales I have two folders, east west, and one file try.txt. Under east there are two more files, first and second.txt. Same way accounts folder has three Python files. Now, this is a sample of my folder, right? Folders and files. Now, what do you mean by absolute path? Absolute path are from the topmost level of the directory structure, that is the root. Here, consider this example. What is the root in this E drive? The topmost level is called as root. Okay, from here, say for example, write the absolute path of the file second.txt. What do you mean by absolute path? It starts from the root. So from the root, what is the path? E:/sales/east/second.txt. This is called as the absolute path. What is the absolute path of abc.py? E:/accounts/abc.py. This is the normal method by which we access files. Generally in your system, when you go right click on a file and look at properties, the path that is shown in that is called as the absolute path. Right? Now, what do you mean by relative path? Relative path is from the current position, wherever you are right now. From there, if you direct the path of a file, that is called as relative path. Right? Let me show you an example. Now look at this. Say I am my current working folder. Whenever you work in Python, there is a folder called current working folder. All files and folders are referred or created in that particular folder. Say for example, your current working folder is east. From now, if I ask you write the relative path of abc.py from the current working folder, what is the path of abc.py? You have to write that. Okay. Now, from east, you should move on to sales. From sales, you should move on to the root. And from the root, you have to come down to abc.py. This is the path. Now, how do you move to the parent folder? East is the child folder. Sales is the parent. If sales is the child, E drive is the parent. Okay. So, from here, if you wish to move on to the parent folder, if you want to refer to the parent folder, in the path, you should mention //. So, one // goes up one level. Another // will take you one more level up in the folder. Okay. So, if I ask you, if your current working directory is west, what is the relative path of abc.py? So, you are right now in west. How do you move on to sales? //. Then how do you move on to E drive? //. From E drive, how do you go to accounts? You just have to give /accounts. And from accounts /abc.py. Right? So, I'll show you. See? The current folder is /. You need not refer to the current folder at all, because whenever you create a file, it is automatically created in the current folder. If you want to move up by one level, give // try.txt. Right? If you move on to // and inside your parent folder, there is another folder called west. In that, you have file1.txt. I'll give you an example. Your current working folder is west. What is the relative path of first.txt? So, from west, you have to move on to first.txt. Now, what should you do? First, you have to move one step up. So, what do you do? //. Then you give /east. Then /first.txt. Okay. So, from your current path, you first move on to // It will take you to the parent directory. From parent directory, you should go down to west. From west, you should open file.txt. So, this is how you mention the relative path. Hope you understood. Thank you.